Welcome to the second edition of the Picking Basics. In our first video, we talked about why do you pick, and that was our subject then. Our subject now is going to be what to buy. Well, I can't give you a detailed list of exactly what to buy. I mean, there are a lot of haul videos. I suggest that you just watch haul videos if you want to get some ideas on things that are selling. I'll just say that it's going to be different wherever you are, your area. If you're selling locally, especially, every area is different. You know what sells. Sorry, I thought I heard something. What sells locally, is going to be different for you than it will be for me. What to buy? Rather than give you a detailed list, I'd like to give you some things to think about. The first thing you want to think about is buying what you know. Buy what you know. Everybody has different areas of expertise. I mentioned before that I grew up loving antiques. I loved old cars, old antiques, everything old. I just loved the history of it, and I just grew up with that, just really liking old items and antique items. I used to stop. I used to beg my daddy to stop, and when I grew up on a farm and working every day, and on the weekends, and we ride different places. And if we passed up a shop I hadn't seen before, and it was a junk shop, I'd beg my daddy to stop. Now, he didn't always stop, but sometimes he would. And I still have old radios and things from that time. But back on subject. Buy what you know. You see, I grew up knowing antiques and old items and different things, so I kind of have kept up with the value of those type items. But even I have had to expand. So I don't sell just old antique items, but I've had to grow and expand in what I buy and in what I to sell. And so I would suggest to you that you start with what you know. If you're into glassware, then start with glassware. If you can look at a piece of glass and know right off, hey, that's Fostoria, that's not real Fostoria, those type things. I mean, if you're really into that, hey, go that direction. There are a number of guys and girls guys and gals here on YouTube that focus only on clothing, or mostly on clothing. But most everyone on here, including myself, even though you may have one area of expertise, you expand. Again, I'm going back to that expand as far as what you buy and sell. Start with what you know, and then learn and grow in what you buy to sell. Now, the key to buying and selling, and we'll talk about this later, but is buy low, sell high. Even if it's an item you don't know much about, but you know that that's way cheap for what it is, and you know that, hey, I can get this much for it. If it's not your area of expertise, hey, if it's cheap enough, go for it. Buy low, sell high. So what to buy? Buy low and sell high. You also need to think about where will you buy? Where will you sell? Are you selling locally on Craigslist, your local buy-sell trade, or do you have a flea market booth? The stuff that's going to sell there is different than what's going to sell on eBay. What's different than what's going to sell on Amazon. So I would suggest you consider. Maybe you're going to sell in all those areas. I have an eBay account. I mostly do eBay. I have a flea market booth. I sell locally. I do have an Amazon account. If you want to learn more about Amazon FBA, I'll talk about that in just a minute. But if you want to learn more about Amazon or Amazon FBA, I don't do a lot of that. So I'm not the one to give you the advice on that. There's several guys, and I'll give you one in just a moment, that you may want to check out some of their videos and ask questions from them, because they know a lot more about Amazon than I do. But you need to know, where am I going to sell? If you're going to sell for eBay, there's a broad spectrum there. I mean, eBay, you can buy anything. Literally, you can buy and sell anything on eBay. You know that. With Amazon, you start off with books, but of course they sell just about anything now on Amazon. But Amazon FBA is a little different. So if you're going to go and do retail arbitrage, maybe that's what you want to do. You want to go and get all the new stuff and put it on Amazon FBA. That's your decision. You may want to look at where what you want what do you want to buy and sell, and what's going to be the best income from you and best way for you to do your picking business. So that's something to consider. So don't, but whatever you do, wherever your area of expertise is, maybe you want to buy and sell cars. I don't know. I'm a good buddy of mine here. He knows cars real well, inside and out. So that's what he does. He buys and sells cars. That's his picking business. Buys and sells cars. So keep that in mind. I do want to give you a shout out to the FBAlif. It's the FBAlif. Check him out. He's got some good videos, and that's what he mostly does now, I think, is FBA. He could answer some of your questions on FBA and has a few questions there. Check him out, the FBAlif. Before I go, I want to show you an item that I've held on to through my picking business. I told you I want to share with you a fun item. I collect little figurines and things that have instruments. As you can tell, I love instruments. So any old figurines or anything that I come across that are just unique with instruments, I keep them. And this was in a group of items that I got. I paid little to nothing for him, like most things I have. But he is just a neat little dude. He's got a little tin drum. There you go. His feet are plastic. I just thought he's just a cute dude. Lots of good color. I need to dust him off. He's been sitting behind my desk there. But he's one of my favorite picks over the years. Just really like him. Neat item. Well, I hope our discussion has been helpful to you. If you've been doing this a long time, maybe you've been just selling one item, you've just been in one little area, maybe selling clothes or whatever. Think about expanding. Think about, learning some more, learning about some more items. Expand to this area, that sort of thing. Broaden it. I've done that myself. There are things that I know now that I didn't know a year ago. Things about certain items and things. Because I'm always looking. I'm looking on YouTube at what people are buying and selling, and sometimes I'll see something and I'll go, I never thought about picking those things up. I pass them up all the time. That's what you need to do to expand your business. So whether you've been in it for a long time or whether you're just going to getting started or just going to get started, think about what to buy. There's no specific list of you go buy this, go buy this, go buy this, go buy this. Hey, learn about items, buy low, sell high, and expand your business. Hey guys, love God, love others.